Hey everyone, Blake here from Cali Raised LED, and today I'm going to show you how to wire our OEM-style square switch to a Cali Raised LED wire harness on a 2024 and up Toyota Tacoma. Now let's get started. Now we have the brackets and pods successfully mounted on the vehicle, it's time to begin the wiring process. When you purchase the complete kit from Cali Raised LED, you get this awesome dual lead wire harness. So I'm going to kind of break this harness down and just kind of show you what's on it so you know what you're getting in your kit. On the harness, it's going to have a relay, it's going to have a fuse that goes to your positive terminal connection, it's going to have a ground, you are going to have two of these waterproof DT plug connectors, and then it's going to have a lead that has this standard universal switch that just has a little adhesive backing, but you will not be using this in this kit because you're going to utilize the OEM style switch that we provide with you. Okay, so now we have our harness and we're going to begin the wiring. On this 24 and up Tacoma, the battery is actually on the passenger side, unlike the third gens and the second gens where it's on the driver's side. So we're just going to kind of do things opposite than we did on the previous models, which is no problem at all. So basically what I like to do is take our relay and our battery connections and just kind of stuff them down near the battery. We're not going to connect anything, but we just want to get them there so we can kind of measure our wiring out as we go. Now we are going to take one of our leads with its plugs and we are going to take it and connect it to the plug that is on the LED pod. It's just a very simple plug and play connection. You will note that there's going to be a lot of extra wire. There's a couple things you can do with this. You can either cut it and shorten it down, or you can just bundle it up, zip tie it, and put it underneath this plastic right here. Just depends on what you're wanting to do with your installation. So for now in the video, I'm just going to stuff it right here so it's out of the way, and when I finish this install, I'm going to come back and make it all look pretty. So now we have this side connected. We are going to take our lead that we're going to run to the other one, and we are going to bring it across the vehicle. What we are going to do is we are going to actually bring this around the back side of the battery, and we're going to zip tie it all underneath this plastic cowling right here. By doing that, it'll be tucked up nice and out of the way. And there's plenty of wire to get us to reach the other side. When we get to the other side, we're going to do the exact same thing and plug it right in. Now we have our lead with our switch. Just like we ran this wire across, we're going to do the same with the switch because the firewall we're going to go through is on the driver's side, which we will show you here shortly. But to get moving it over, we're going to do the same thing and bring it across, and then we are going to come back through and zip tie this all up and make it very neat. So as you can see down here on the firewall, there's this little rubber nipple. It's actually capped, and I went ahead and cut the cap off, and you can feed your lead or your wire or your metal rod directly through here and it'll go into the cab. So I'm just showing you here, and then we're gonna go ahead and do it and then finish this install. So now we're kind of taking it back a step. I just want to show you guys the wiring configuration on a table because it's just kind of tight where we're going to be underneath the steering wheel and back in there. So I just want to show you this real quick so you know what wires to connect to what once you bring that switch wire inside the vehicle. So like I said earlier, you're going to cut this off, and there's going to be a blue, a black, and a white wire. On your switch, the back side, it is going to have a black, a green, a white, a red, and a yellow. So the configuration of what goes to what, I'm gonna put it right here, but it is black to black and white, white to red, and then blue to green and yellow. So that's how you're gonna connect this so that it works perfectly installed inside your vehicle. So now we have this trim piece lowered down and we have access to all the back sides of these switches. We're just gonna squeeze and pop out one of these blanks like this. Now we have our blank out. We are going to now feed our OEM replacement switch directly back in to the hole that the other one came out. So now that our switch is in place, you would have these wires connected to the wiring harness, and all you would have to do is reconnect the blue plug into the back of the switch like that, and you're good to go. So now we have all of our connections made, all of our wires are neatly tucked and zip tied away. Everything looks beautiful. So now we are just going to make our final connection. So our red is obviously our power, which we are going to connect to our positive terminal on our battery, and our black wire is our ground, which we will ground. Once we do that, we'll be ready to enjoy these lights and go hit the trails. And that concludes our installation. Head over to our website, CaliRaisedLED.com, and follow us on all of our social media, links below.